haven't got it up yet," said Miss Lucy.
"I know. You are keeping it back for a surprise for someone. May I come to see it tomorrow?"
he said with a vivid smile. "Yes," said Miss Lucy. "I will have the tree up tomorrow."
"I'll come early,"
he assured her.
"and I'll bet that you will have the best tree of all."
Mitzi placed the tea tray on the table. Miss Lucy filled it with chocolate and gave it to her guest.
"My mother says,"
he began. Miss Lucy felt a vague disappointment. She didn't know why. "Oh, you have a mother," she said. The small boy looked astonished.
"Sure,"
he told her.
"I have a mother and a father and 2 brothers and 2 sisters, besides the baby. Her name is Marie,"
he admitted.
"Now she is causing a lot of trouble because she is determined to eat things off the Christmas tree. You mustn't think we don't like her. I'm just telling you about her. If you would like to see her, I could bring her over to see you."
"I will be looking for you," she said. "It is getting almost dark. You mustn't worry your mother. You haven't told me yet what your name is, or where you live."
"My name is Chester Chilton," he said. "I live on Basalt, 1028.
Miss Lucy knew Basalt Street. It was a crowded street near Boulevard.
"I'm coming in the morning,"
he reminded her,
"to see your Christmas tree."
Miss Lucy closed the door and rang the bell again. In a moment, the chauffeur stood in the door. "Arthur," she said, "I want to go out and buy a Christmas tree." Miss Lucy smiled, thinking that the child would expect something pretty wonderful of her. In the way of a tree, she wanted to choose it herself. It was very crowded at the market. After some searching, they found a tree that suited her. She then bought boxes of ornaments. What do you buy for a 7-year-old who likes to fight, and for a baby girl who eats Christmas tree ornaments? Miss Lucy asked Arthur. "I'd buy him boxing gloves," said Arthur, solemn as an owl. "And I'd buy her some of these candy canes." So they found a sporting goods store and a candy store. When they got back to the car, they found that the tires were marked with chalk, and they had been given a ticket. Arthur was quite upset. "I've not had a ticket for years, Miss Quinn," he said. "But if you'll call Mr. Henderson, ma'am." "No," said Miss Lucy firmly. "I will pay the fine." When they got home, Miss Lucy was very excited. The tree was in place, and Miss Lucy put the same old angel on the top of the tree they had used when she was a child. By 9 o'clock, there the tree stood, covered with gorgeous bright balls and silver icicles, and strung with lights with candy canes on the lower branches for the baby. Miss Lucy was so tired. She was no sooner in bed than asleep, and she slept so soundly that Mitzi had to wake her up in the morning. "The young gentleman is here," Mitzi explained. Miss Lucy got downstairs in a hurry. Chester was standing in the parlor, staring at the tree with excited eyes. "I knew you would have the best tree," he said. Miss Lucy glowed with pride. "Would you like to have breakfast with me?" she said. Chester said politely, "I will be glad to keep you company." But before they had finished, there was a policeman with a summons. Miss Lucy had to appear in the police court at 10 o'clock. "Have you been arrested?" Chester asked, with eager interest. "Yes," said Miss Lucy. "Arthur and I got a ticket for parking too long on Front Street. But I will be home before you get here with the baby." Miss Lucy dropped off Chester at his home and headed to the court. The court was crowded. They had to wait. The judge was scolding and fining everyone. "Miss Lucy Quinn," said the judge, "parking on Front Street for 45 minutes. You are the last person I expected to see in this court."